Our next new member is Toastmaster Hansi Rajakaruna. Her mentor as well as sponsor will be none other than our VPPR Toastmaster Pubudu Hagoda. Last but not the least, our final new member is Toastmaster Kanishka C. Undugoda Patirana. He's currently working as an enterprise resource planning consultant at Hoist Global. Her sponsor is none other than our club president, Toastmaster Arnika Anjana. His hobbies are reading books, traveling, and watching movies. His mentor will be one of our club's past presidents, the dynamic and energetic Toastmaster Neil Ranasinghe. With this, I would like to hand over our controls to our Toastmaster of the day to proceed with the meeting. Madam Toastmaster of the day, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Heshant. So welcome all the new members to our family of AATSL Emerging Toastmasters Club. So before we move on, we will be having two presentations one done by myself and the other by Toastmaster Aruni, our president. So let me share my screen first. Hope my screen is visible to all.
Yeah, Tisakya, please go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell the new members as well as our guests a few details about what our club is. So, my apologies. Okay. So first off, we chartered our club in 2020 and our charter president being the TM Distinguished Toastmaster Jeevana Pradeep. Who was our first charter president as well, which was then led by Toastmaster Neil, then moving on to Toastmaster Tinusha, and then currently Toastmaster Aruni being the president as of this year. So Toastmaster Aruni, Toastmaster Neil, Toastmaster Tinusha, Toastmaster Lesara, and me are a few members of the charter, few participants or the members as the charter members. So as you can see on the left corner is our first installation ceremony, and down was our last year's installation ceremony. And on the right hand side bottom is when we had our keynote speaker who was also the International Toastmasters International President as well. So moving on, let me tell you all a few achievements that we had as a club. So we achieved 10 DCP points, which is known as the Distinguished Club Program Goals. So this is where we achieved the highest DCP points that reflects the visions, teamwork, and perseverance of AATSL Emerging Toastmasters Club. And then we had the Talk Up Toastmasters Award. The club builds membership strength successfully by developing members towards their success. And lastly, it's the 4th place at District 82 quiz competition. And as I mentioned earlier, we had our keynote speaker for the beginning of our the beginning of our year, the International President of Toastmasters International. And we also achieved 100 educational meeting milestones as of Feb. So moving on, for the leadership enrollments, the district finance manager for District 82 was Distinguished Toastmaster Jeevana Pradeep. The district area director for Area 2, Division D, District 82 was Toastmaster Tinusha Bamanuarachi. And the division finance manager for division B was Toastmaster in Shaf Ashok. So these were all members from our club as well. So that was a small snapshot of what we have achieved and what we hope to achieve in the future as well. So with that, let me move on to Toastmaster Aruni. Toastmaster Aruni, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. So let me share my screen. So I'm going to take you through how to select your path as a new member. Once you paid and once you obtain the membership, so you will be receiving an email from Toastmasters International. In my presentation, I'm going to take you through what are the paths available and how you select one path based on your preference, how to access to Basecamp, and how to start your pathway projects. So as I said earlier, so when you obtain the membership, you will receive an email from Toastmasters International. And what you have to do is you have to just click the Get Started button here in your email. Then you will be directed to Toastmasters International website. What you have to do is you have to just go to the login option and you have to enter your email or your member ID mentioned in the email you received in a first time. You have to mention your membership ID that you received from Toastmasters International through email. So then what you have to do is you have to create your own password to log into Toastmasters International. So I have taken a screenshot of one of our new member login. So you will be directed to the home page of Toastmasters International as what I'm showing here. So then what you have to do is, as I'm highlighted here in education programs, so you have to click on the education program and then you will be directed to the paths and learning tab. So what you have to do is you have to go to the home page, then education programs, then click on paths and learning experience. So then as I showing here, so you will be directed to pathways tab. So then under the pathways, you have to click on paths and projects as I'm highlighting here. So once you click on that, so you will be directed to the 11 paths available for you to select based on your preference. So how to select one path out of the 11 paths available? So each path, we have different kind of objectives for you to achieve based on your preference, what you want to achieve in terms of public speaking or the leadership skills. So just scroll down and you can see here under the more information, so you can see choose a path as I am highlighting here in a choose a path. So there is one option for you to click on and see what are the 11 paths and you can see more information on it. So what you have to do is click on choose a path option. So then at the end you will receive privacy updation notification. So what you have to do is you have to click on what you prefer to receive notification from Toastmasters International. So either way you can click on yes to emails. You prefer to receive emails from Toastmasters International, you can click on yes. If you like to receive mails from Toastmasters, you can click yes. And if you like to order something from Toastmasters online store, so you can click on yes. And you can click on yes to phone and just you have to submit the consent of you regarding your privacy and the consents. So once you've done it, so you will be directing to here. So you have one free path when you get the membership. So as we are a hybrid club, we always recommend you to obtain digital resources via Basecamp, because either if you select either way, you can select whether you like to receive online materials, or else if you like to require to get the hard copies. But if you require to get the hard copies, there might be an additional charge for you. So we are preferred for you to select online digital resources, so you can start and you can download all the soft copies of the project information, so without any further charge. So then finally, so when you ready to select a path out of 11 paths, so there are 5 core competencies to achieve. So one is to public speaking, second one is to interpersonal communication, third one is to strategic leadership, the fourth one is the management, and ultimately fifth is to confidence. So by looking at all the paths and detailed information contains on each path, so you can select the path the mostly advantage to you. By click on all the paths information, you can read out all the information and see whether what will be the mostly preferred path for you. So we are suggesting you to read and select your path. So then there are 2 options for you to select a path. So one is to you can do online assessment. So you can click on the take assessment option, and then the Toastmasters International will give you a questionnaire. So you can answer each and every questions given by the Toastmasters International. And then Toastmasters International will recommend you the path based on your preference, based on the questionnaire given. So in that method, if you are not familiar to read out all the information, you can take the online assessment and select the path suggesting by the Toastmasters International. Another way is to view all path options. Once you go to paths 11 path option, so you can view each and every information related to each path out of 11 pathways. So you can read all the information and you can select your preferred path. This is the end of how to selecting a path. So I think you can get some insight on how to select your path. So we are always welcome to answer your questions regarding on selecting a path. So now I'm going to showing you how to start pathway projects as a new member. So let me share my screen with you. I hope you can see my Toastmasters International login. Okay, so once you log in, as I explained before, as a new member, so you will be directing to this home page. And then what you have to do is you have to just click on education programs. Then click on the Basecamp, go to Basecamp and access. So here you will be directed to Basecamp page, and you have to select go to Basecamp, not the login as Basecamp manager. Only the executive committee of the club only have the Basecamp manage access. So you can select on to go to Basecamp option. Then you will be directed to pathway projects information. So once you scroll down, you can see what's the available path that you selected. Once you select your path, you can just go to the home page and go to education programs and then go to Basecamp, and then you can see here what are the path that you have selected. So I'll start the second path as a presentation mastery because I have already started my icebreaker speech under dynamic leadership. So here, you will be directed here when you ready to start your pathway projects. So what you have to do is just go to level 1, and here under the presentation master, this is my path, and under level 1 we have 3 projects, and your first project will be the icebreaker speech. Just click on the launch button. Apologize for my bad internet connection, so you'll have to wait for a second. Here I have already completed, so I'll go to the beginning and show you how to start and how to find out more information regarding your pathways. Okay, then once you click on launch button on your icebreaker speech options, so you will be directed to here your login, your how to start your icebreak speech. So you can click on begin button, and always you have this left hand side arrow button and the right hand side arrow button. What you have to do is you have to click on the right hand side arrow button, then you will be directed to introduction, so you can read out. So with the time limitation, I'll give you the brief introduction only. You can read out all the information, as all we Toastmasters, we come here to learn and guide from the mentors and seniors, and you can read, and if you have any doubt you can reach out to your mentor and any senior of the club. So here you can read out your assignment and the purpose and the overview, and you can assess your skills before you prepare for the icebreak speech. What you have to do is just rate yourself 1 to 5. So I'll select here 2, and I'm just click on the next button. Then like that you can assess your skills before you prepare for the icebreak speech. Then this will be guiding you the competencies, and there's a video on how to achieve you and your goals and how to prepare. And this is the most important part regarding the icebreak speech. This is about you. You have to speak about you. I'm sorry, still my it is loading. Yeah, so this is your outline worksheet, so you can read out. You can download by clicking the link, and you can read out and you can prepare. So you can forward this to your mentor and you can get the guidance. And this is the most important part, how to organize the speech, as we always telling in our evaluations. So powerful opening, body, conclusion, and the take-home message will be your speech structure. So basis on that, so you can prepare and you can write it out, and this is presenting on how to prepare. And before you present at the club meeting, you can present to your friends and family. So then that's TIA Toastmasters International is explaining you the techniques of how to prepare and present. here, this is the most important part, the evaluation resources. Before you present your speech in a club meeting, so you have to download the evaluation resource containing here. So what you have to do is just click on the evaluation resources. So then this will be your evaluation form. What you have to do is you have to enter your member name and evaluator name and the speech title. Then you can forward this to your mentor before you start your speech. So okay, then you are aware about how to download your evaluation resource and your objectives of the speech. So in evaluation resource, here the purpose statement is here. So here it's mentioned the objectives of each and every project that you are going to do. So here in the icebreak speech, the objective is to introduce you to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. So if you are not much aware on the objectives and all the information, no worries, you can just reach out to me and reach out to your mentor. So this is how you have to start and get the information. Now I'm going to show you now how to complete your project. So you have to now assess your skills after you delivered your speech at the club meeting. So I will be rating as 3 and I'll go to the next. Here I'm doing at the same thing, but based on your understanding and your preferences, you can select here. Then you can click the submit button. And then finally, once you click on the right hand side arrow, this will be appearing as you completed your icebreak project. Then you will be appearing as congratulations button. So then so this showing you completed your icebreak project. So then what you have to do is, once you go to your pathway options, so here it will be showing as your icebreaker is completed. You can see here the tick button is appeared. So then that means you have already completed. As same as this, you can click on the next project activate button, and using the right hand arrow side, you can read out all the information and you can reach to your mentor and perform. Then finally you can complete your project. As same as you can complete all the required projects, because to complete level 1 we have to complete minimum 4 projects. So once you completed all 4 projects, you have a level 1 completion option. So once you completed all projects here, so level 1 completion activation also appeared here. So what you have to do is just click on it and send the request to approve your vice president to approve your level 1 of your path. So that means once you complete all 4 projects, you have to click on the activation button that you have completed your projects. Then the request will be automatically forwarded to Vice President Education. Then she will be approve your request, and then once you completed your level 1, it will be showing here you completed level 1. As same as this, you can go to up to level 5 and you can complete your path. So this is what I want to explain you today. Hope you got some insight and understanding. As initial, what you have to do is in terms of preparing for a projects and speeches, and most important thing is to select your path based on your objectives. Hope you I have given you something about your expectation. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aruni, for that in-depth presentation on about the pathway projects. So I hope all current members as well as the new members got a glimpse of how to choose your pathways and what kind of pathways that you can choose that fits your goal, that fits your goal. So before before we move on, let me say to all, we are all open to the new members. You all can reach out to us anytime in order to get help on your pathways and your speeches. So thank you Toastmaster Eshan for conducting a wonderful new member orientation. Thank you Toastmaster Arani for that wonderful presentation as well. So could we all give a big virtual round of applause for both of them? So then, shall we, let's move on to the next session on our agenda, which is the impromptu session, which is the table topic session.